Thank you, Mr. President. I thank the Security Council for giving me this opportunity to report to you on the situation in the UNDOF area of operations. UNDOF, the UN Disengagement Observer Force, in implementing its mandate.
The Security Council consultation on UNDOF on the 19th of March has remained volatile and continues to be characterized by significant violations of the 1974 Disengagement of Forces Agreement with the entry of the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, into the area of separation since the 8th of December. The Israeli Defense Forces currently occupies 12 positions that they established on the Bravo side, 10 in the areas of separation and 2 in the area of limitation in the vicinity of the Bravo line. They also continue to construct counter-mobility obstacles along the ceasefire line and have flown on several occasions aircraft across the ceasefire line and helicopters into the area of separation. The IDF also continue to impose some restrictions of movement on UNDOF and Observer Group Golan personnel in the area of separation. Their restrictions on the movement of people residing in the area also continue. Residents in some areas have protested disruptions from IDF activities, including farming, detention of civilians, and seizure of large numbers of livestock, and we have conveyed these concerns to our Israeli interlocutors. Some residents have also appealed to UNDOF to ask the IDF to leave their villages.
Mr. President, in this difficult operational environment, UNDOF personnel supported by the Observer Group Golan have continued to carry out to the best of their abilities activities entrusted to it, namely observation of the area of separation and the ceasefire line from their positions, as well as patrols and reports on the evolving situation. Allow me to update you on the evolving security situation in UNDOF's area of operation. In recent weeks, UNDOF personnel have noted multiple explosions on the Bravo side, which they deem to be significant kinetic activity linked to the efforts of the IDF to, and I quote, demilitarize the south of Syria.
On the 27th of March, following an IDF attack on a location in the area of limitation, the IDF stated, and I quote, that during a planned IDF activity, a number of armed individuals opened fire from Kohaya on IDF forces. The IDF sent an aerial instrument to scan the field. The aerial instrument was attacked. Most recently, early morning on the 3rd of April, UNDOF personnel in the area of separation observed IDF troops in vehicles moving in a southeasterly direction on the Bravo side. The UNDOF personnel later heard and observed multiple explosions in the southern part of the area of limitation on the Bravo side. UNDOF assessed these explosions to be a result of the impact of IDF artillery fire, likely in Nawa and Tassil. On the 3rd of April, the IDF informed UNDOF that, and I quote, in the past few hours, the IDF has struck remaining military capabilities in the areas of the Syrian military bases, Hama and T4, along with additional military infrastructure in the Damascus area. The IDF will continue to act to eliminate any threat to the citizens of the State of Israel, end of quote. Additionally, open sources reported on the 3rd of April incidents of residents in Dera, including Tassil and Nawa, clashing with the IDF convoy that attempted to enter the towns, forcing the convoy to retreat under IDF air cover. UNDOF continues to liaise with both parties and engages on specific issues impacting UNDOF operations and on complaints conveyed to UNDOF by a resident in the area of separation. In their engagement with the UNDOF leadership, senior IDF officials have restated that their presence in the area of separation was necessary to secure it from what they described as terrorist elements and informed that Israel had no territorial ambitions in Syria. They have reiterated Israel's expectation of the demilitarization of the area southwest of Damascus. On the Bravo side, UNDOF is reinforcing its coordination mechanism through a new liaison arrangement with Syrian authorities. This includes enhancing information sharing protocols and regular consultative meetings. It remains critical that all parties uphold their obligation under the 1974 Disengagement of Forces Agreement, including by ending all unauthorized presence in the areas of separation and limitation, as well as refraining from any action that would undermine the ceasefire and stability on the Syrian Golan. There should be no military forces or activities in the area of separation other than those on UNDOF. All actions that are inconsistent with the agreement are unacceptable. UNDOF must have freedom of movement in its area of operations. The freedom of movement and safety and security of UNDOF and Observer Group Golan personnel conducting their mandated task is of the highest priority. Monsieur le Président.
Mr. President, in conclusion, I count on the continued cooperation of both parties so that the force can fully carry out its mandate. UNDOF remains essential for stability in the Golan and in the region. We are grateful to the Security Council for the continued support provided to UNDOF, and I reiterate that this unanimous support is needed now more than ever in this difficult time. Thank you. I thank